Welcome to the Ask Junior Daily Judgments podcast, where we dive into the intricacies of the legal world and unpack the latest court decisions that shape our society. I'm your host for today, Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Today we're going to take a closer look at a series of cases that have been making waves in the High Court of Delhi. These cases involve some of the most vulnerable members of our society, children suffering from rare diseases.
That's right, Jamie. We're talking about a batch of petitions filed by children who are battling conditions that are so rare they affect a minuscule percentage of the population. These are diseases for which treatment is often not readily available, and when it is, it's exorbitantly expensive.
And the central question in these cases is about access to life-saving medication and the government's role in providing it. It's a heart-wrenching scenario, as these are kids whose lives literally depend on the outcome of these legal proceedings.
Speaker 1, before we dive in, let's set the stage for our listeners. The cases we're discussing are all connected to WP C-535/2020, which stands for Writ Petition Civil number 5315 of 2020. This is a type of legal case in India where individuals can directly petition the High Court or the Supreme Court for any rights they believe have been violated.
And in this instance, the petitioners are children with rare diseases, represented by their guardians, who are seeking assistance from the Union of India, that's the federal government of India, and other respondents to get access to the treatments they need.
Speaker 1. The High Court of Delhi, which is one of the most prominent courts in India, has been hearing these cases. The court's decisions could set a precedent for how rare diseases are treated in terms of legal and medical infrastructure in the country.
Now let's talk about the term rare diseases. These are conditions that affect a small percentage of the population. They are often genetic, and they can be life-threatening or chronically debilitating. Because they are so uncommon, research, treatment, and funding are much more limited compared to more prevalent diseases.
Exactly, Jamie. And in India, the National Policy for Rare Diseases 2021, or NPRD 2021, is a framework that's been put in place to tackle these challenges. It aims to lower the high cost of treatment and ensure that patients with rare diseases receive the support they need.
But here's where it gets complicated. The policy has a budget, and in these cases, the petitioners are arguing that the budget is insufficient and has already been exhausted. This leaves many patients without the necessary funds for their treatment.
Speaker 1. The High Court's decision on September 27, 2024, was a critical one. The court directed the Union of India to release a sum of 10 crores, which is a substantial amount of money, to AIIMS Delhi. AIIMS stands for the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and it's a group of autonomous public medical universities of higher education.
This funding was meant to continue the treatment of 18 patients suffering from diseases like Duchenne muscular dystrophy, Gaucher's disease, and MPS, which is short for mucopolysaccharidosis. These are all serious, life-altering conditions that require ongoing medical intervention.
And the court's decision didn't come lightly. It was made after considering that these children had already started their treatments. Stopping now could have devastating effects on their health. It's a situation that really tugs at your heartstrings.
It does, Alex. And what's more, the court also addressed the procurement process for the medication, which is being supplied by a company called Sarepta Therapeutics. The court found the process to be cumbersome and unrealistic, which could delay the delivery of these critical medicines.
The court's involvement here is crucial. It's not just about the allocation of funds, but also about ensuring that the process for getting these medicines to the patients is efficient and timely. After all, when it comes to rare diseases, time is often of the essence.
Absolutely. And the court went a step further by asking Sarepta Therapeutics to provide a chart with details of all its granted patents and patent applications filed in India. This includes the updated Form 3, which is required by Section 8 of the Patents Act 1970.
That's an important point, Jamie. Patents play a significant role in the pharmaceutical industry, especially when it comes to rare diseases. They can affect the availability and affordability of medication. So the court is really trying to get a comprehensive view of the situation.
And with all these moving parts, The High Court of Delhi has shown a commitment to ensuring that these children receive the care they need. It's a testament to the role of the judiciary in upholding the rights of citizens, especially those who are most vulnerable.
Speaker 1. As we wrap up today's episode, it's clear that the fight for access to rare disease treatments is ongoing. The High Court of Delhi's decisions in these cases will be closely watched, as they have the potential to impact not just the petitioners, but also the broader rare disease community in India.
We'll be sure to keep our listeners updated on any developments. For now, we hope this episode has shed some light on the complexities of rare diseases and the legal battles being fought to address them.
Speaker, thank you for joining us on the Ask Junior Daily Judgments podcast. We'll be back with more insights into the world of law and justice. Until next time, stay informed and engaged.